episode 16.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good afternoon, whatever time of day it is.
I love your outfit.
Yes, we are twins. For those of you listening to us, we walked in today.
I know, and this happens all the time, but we decided to just go with it.
So usually if we have like an event or something, we always tell each other what we're going to wear.
Yes.
But as you
not
guys
on a normal day.
No, we don't talk to each other on podcast mornings so that we can really let it all out on the podcast.
There's a zero communication rule on Wednesday mornings.
So we show up as twins.
Yeah, this is what happens. But I love your green and green.
I know. I'm feeling the
looks
fall
really
vibes today, I guess.
Yeah,
I pulled out a fall style.
I know.
With the vest.
It feels so nice out. It's like
oh my
sun
gosh,
and the
like
weather.
Spring, yeah.
I know.
Well, and this place stripe. We have so many fun place stripes.
Yes, coming out too.
Yeah.
And that one sold out really fast and it looks really good. And this is our Marin vest, right? Mm-hmm. From last fall that also is sold out. But now I'm thinking we should.
I know. I pulled it out, had the same thought.
Jess and
I
Laura.
would love it in navy.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh no. We have to make more.
Sorry, Jess.
Maybe weren't going to, but now I think maybe we should. It's kind of a sign that we both wore it today. And we're about to go through our Q4 buy today. So, okay, add it to the list. The
Jess,
issue,
if you're listening,
is that these are expensive to make, and the
minimums are high.
And the minimums are high, so it's a little risky to make them. Anyway, I'm also wearing our lovely Melrose pant that is just amazing.
I had those on this morning.
Wait, so we almost wore
the exact same thing today.
That would have been even better.
I don't know why. I just felt like I needed jeans today, but
yeah, I'm just comfortable. Yeah, but it's one of those days where you kind of just want to be comfortable. I don't know. I felt like that today. And I also got my new millennial white
Reebok
sneakers.
They're
still a millennial. Did you know that?
Yes.
1981 is still
You're right
considered
on the cusp,
a millennial.
right?
Yeah. I think it's to 1980. So we're
You're
millennials.
there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely a millennial.
Yeah.
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 I love those.
Yeah.
You're either cool or you're a 80-year-old man.
I know. So we're towing the line here because 43 years old, can you still be cool?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Graham and we stayed up last night just chatting, like doing nothing but chatting Tuesday night. Like we don't usually stay up late chatting.
I'm impressed
I
because I was in bed right with when my
usually
kids
I
went
go to bed at
bed.
8:30. And for some reason in our chat, it came up that like we're going to be 50.
In 7 years.
Which is actually the line from When Harry Met Sally. Anyway, I love that scene. But I really relate to, and I think actually in When Harry Met Sally, she says, I'm going to be 40, not I'm going to be 50. Like,
oh, yeah.
I don't know.
So you're already that.
And thinking about that, like I kind of turned 40 and then felt great and was like, oh, that was not as scary as I thought it was going to be. Mm-hmm. I feel like 50 is a whole other ball game. And I'm not even thinking about it in terms of aging last night. It hit me hard with like career for some reason. Like, have I done enough in my career and life to be proud of?
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like it's really scary to think there's only 7 years
away.
I know.
A lot can happen in 7 years.
A lot can happen. Yeah. It was just
I do think you have. I think you can be proud of your
very
career
nice.
and
Thank you.
what you've done.
I just had this panic moment of like, oh my God, because when you get to 50, it's just a little.
Well, it's like, Gary Vee on Instagram.
Yes, I love him.
He always talks about that. He's like,
he does?
He's like, I forget the exact quote and age, but he's always talking about how this famous person didn't do what he did until he was 40, and this famous person didn't do what they did until they were 50.
Listen to more of that.
Yeah. So life is young.
Yeah, there's still hope. If I don't get it in the next 7 years, I don't even know what it means either. I haven't even defined it.
I know. What is it?
It's a feeling. It's a satisfaction that you feel like you've gotten it. I don't even know.
Think that especially an entrepreneur, I don't think that you're ever going to feel
maybe that's it too. That could be it.
I feel like you're always going to be striving for something more.
Yeah.
Which is a good
hamster
thing.
wheel. Yeah. Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. But you have to come to terms with that. You're never going to be satisfied, I guess. Yeah.
It sounds depressing.
It does, actually.
Let's think happy thoughts.
I know. Anyway, so that was a funny conversation last night that we were deep diving on because we have friends now that are close to turning 50, you know, and it's crazy. To me now, it does even sound young. Like 50 doesn't even sound that old anymore. Whereas when we were in college.
50's the new 30.
Yeah, I agree. Especially with all the wellness things and people just look good. And I mean, 50-year-old women now look amazing.
Right.
So good for them.
It's like the Golden Girls.
Oh, yeah.
Weren't they like 40?
Was that true?
I don't know.
Because that was frightening when that was going around Instagram, that Blanche was 42. I feel like she was kidding. Like she was a jokester, right? They all were, but
I hope. I mean, I hope so. I don't know. I might need to look that up later. Oh gosh, I love that show. Okay, so we had some fun drops this week. Yes.
Our Pearl, I cannot say it. Pearl pullover in navy. That was a bestseller yesterday, right?
White.
Oh, I thought it was navy. I didn't really look it up though.
It was white. The Pearl pullover in white and the Catherine pants in white were the top two.
Oh, good for you ladies.
I know. And then lemon meringue outsold navy.
Wait a minute.
I don't know where you got your numbers, unless I'm wrong.
I didn't really look them up. I just assumed that Navy won. I heard Jess say Navy was winning, and so I just assumed that continued.
No, I think Jess said that lemon was beating Navy.
Okay. Or that it was right behind it.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Either way.
But anyway.
They all did really well.
It was like really neck and neck the whole day.
Which is really surprising and good for lemon meringue.
Really?
I'm really happy for her.
You gave lemon good vibes after our last podcast.
I did, and it's such a good color. Anyway, that's really exciting about the white. The Catherine pants, just in general, I hope that it becomes a staple. I want them in black now because we only made navy and white.
And navy, yeah.
Yeah, they're really great. And I think you can get them hemmed. A few ladies reached out about them hemmed, and you can definitely get them hemmed if you want them.
Right.
You just go for it.
Yeah. Well, and I like too. We've talked about how you can wear it anywhere on your waist, hips, wherever you want to.
Exactly. Okay, so when this episode is live next Monday, technically tomorrow, our 10-year anniversary totes are dropping in neon pink and natural blush, and our Somerset sweatshirts which we have in multiple colors, which is an OG Dudley style that the ladies who have been around for a while will remember, and it's just a perfect little sweatshirt.
We had some requests from customers to bring them back.
Yes,
it's just a nice throw in your bag for a summer evening sweatshirt type of thing.
Over your shoulders,
yeah, whatever it is. But we talked about the totes last podcast too, about how amazing they are and good for travel, washable. I did wash my Astrid puffer, by the way, since we last spoke, and it washed beautifully.
I actually did think about that again. I was like, I really hope she washes it. When your toddler spills beer on you and you forget, just forget.
So that's washed now, everybody.
Yeah.
And it washed.
We were all worried about it. It does wash really well, right?
Yeah.
It's like comes out like new. It's so nice.
I know.
Anyway, really excited for our drop next week. I feel like it's a little hint of our anniversary celebrations later in the year.
Well, I feel like it's a good drop before your trip too next week.
I can't decide if I'm going to take the neon pink or the natural blush on the plane.
I think the neon pink. Make a statement
for like the beach vacation.
Going to St. Bart's.
I know.
But I'm also going to be following you so that I can see what you're wearing, so I know what to pack for Hawaii.
Yes,
I did that last year for Bahamas too.
Oh, nice. Okay, so I'll try to
Lauren
post
went
more.
to St. Bart's last year, and I was going to Bahamas right after, so I copied everything that
that I packed and wore. And like we said last week on our travel episode, that we never travel without a Dudley. So I will be posting and traveling with Dudleys for our spring break, and I'm excited.
And we'll all be jealous.
Well, yeah, but as we know with our past travels,
that's true.
I'll
be hoping that no one is sick and
challenges.
Planes are on time.
I know. This morning I found myself thinking about what we were going to discuss today, because actually we were supposed to have a guest, but he is under the weather, so hopefully we can reschedule him. So Khaki and I really didn't have like an outline or a topic today.
This is improv.
This is us improving.
Well, I would say almost every week is improv. But this is really improv.
This is really improv. And we are not improv.
So much so that you wrote notes on. You updated the notes app.
Yeah.
And I just opened it, but realized that I haven't been connected to the internet since you opened it. So I've been staring at last week's notes. So I'm just going to close my computer.
You don't even need it.
No,
Don't even need the notes. I'll
improv.
They're not even that many because we don't even have a schedule of what to talk about. Anyway, so this morning, and I love discussing this also because, as we keep saying, this is like our weekly therapy session. Like, I wake up and try to get stuff done in the morning. I'm a morning person. I can't, at 8 p.m. I shut down and I cannot work.
Me too.
I don't know how people do that. And I worry in my life, like, what if I do have to work after 8 p.m. at some point? I can't function. No one in our family has ever been good at that.
No.
Mom,
but I
Dad,
think you either work at night or you work in the morning. Like, you're not both.
Right. Yeah. Then you wouldn't sleep, I guess.
Right. You're maybe some people are both.
A night owl. No, so I tend to wake up early and try to wrap my head around the day and get work done, like actual work done. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why I do this to myself. Like then if I don't wake up early enough and then the kids are up, then I'm trying to do everything at once, meaning there's things for work I want to get done before the day starts, and they're asking for breakfast, and I have my computer on the kitchen counter. Yeah. And I'm multitasking.
Oh, I find myself doing that all the time. Well, and then we always chat during that time.
We are always chatting, just getting the day set up.
Yeah.
And it is so stressful.
It is.
Sometimes.
It's a lot.
And this morning it hit me.
Oh no.
Like, why am I doing this? And the dogs want their breakfast and like, I'm not, Graham's there. He's helpful.
Right.
But he's getting ready for work. He has to get on the train. It's not like he's, I'm not running to a train.
You can't. Yeah.
I don't know. So a lot falls on us,
It does.
In the mornings.
Excuse me. I'm getting over a cold. So it does fall on us. I think that, and I found that this morning too, but I will say I had not an epiphany, but a little bit of mom realization that this morning I was like, you know what? I need to get in my 20-minute move. Yeah. Whatever that may be.
Oh, you did?
So I did a short Melissa Wood video for
this
20 minutes.
You did? That's great.
And I was also like channeling big time adulting, and I like did like a little short dance thing downstairs just to like get my energy going.
I love when she does those. I love that.
So picture me in being awkward and dancing in my basement by myself. So that happened this morning.
I can picture it.
But I relied on JJ to help me out this morning.
Oh, he are there
made
with JJ.
Jake's lunch today.
No.
Yes.
Get out.
It was amazing.
10 and a half.
And I went and I looked at it and I was like, okay, well, it's very healthy. It was
Did you tell him what to do?
No.
Did you ask him to make the lunch?
Jake told him what he wanted.
Oh.
And JJ did it. So he put grapes in like one compartment, and then he cut up red and orange peppers and put them in another one. And then there was like another, like carrots in another. It was all fruits and vegetables. Well, which is super healthy, but there was like no protein.
Yeah, you're like, they need a little something, like a cracker or something.
But I was like, you know what? Good job. We're just going to go with it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and Jake, that's perfect for a 4-year-old. I mean,
it was great.
Yeah.
So,
that is so
you get to
cute.
a point where,
and that saves you 10 minutes or whatever, which is a lot in the morning.
And then I was trying to like rush to get ready to drive him to the bus stop because I like doing that and saying goodbye, because then I go take Jake to his school right after, but I couldn't get it all in. So they walked to the bus and they were all happy. They were like, all right, thanks, Mommy. And James helped me bring laundry stuff down to the basement. I put it on them this morning.
The chores. Yeah. That's what all the Instagram people say. Give the kids chores. You're doing that.
I think they're happier too.
Yeah. They want to
contribute. Because they want to contribute.
Yeah. I love that.
They feel like they're responsible.
Did we talk about this on the podcast yet? Or someone told me that used to be a teacher that they learned in their teaching, schooling to become a teacher, that a child, if you give someone an instruction or say no to something, like no to a screen or take the laundry downstairs, it might take them up to 30 minutes to do it or shift to the next activity.
And
I don't know, right? And so
I keep thinking about having to repeat yourselves 5 times.
Right. And I keep thinking about that because, like when they want to watch something in the morning and you say no, and then they're like, ugh. And it's like, okay, you're going to get there, but you have to have a moment.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have your moment.
Yeah, have your moment. But your kids sound like they just were doing it right away, which is so nice.
I don't know what so the laundry thing spurred because James wanted to wear leggings today. Well, actually, he asked to wear shorts, and I said no.
He loves wearing shorts.
Yeah. So then he was going to wear shorts with leggings. Yes, you know how that whole look.
Sporty look.
So
it's an interesting look.
But none of his leggings were clean. And I was like, well, if you want clean leggings tomorrow, bring your laundry down to the basement.
There you go.
So then he was like, well, I get something out of this, so I'm going to do it right away.
Wow. I love that. What a good lesson.
I don't know. So that was my morning. So I had a little bit of an opposite morning as you had. I was like, okay, I'm rushing, but I'm going to push some things on to the kids to help out with.
Yeah, that's really nice. I love that. Keep that in mind for next time I'm trying to do all the things.
It's hard, but sometimes it's just easier to do it yourself too, because then you don't have kids fighting back, and I don't know.
I know.
So it's a mix.
Well, you always are my compass with this mom stuff because having JJ and James, who's the same age as George.
Yeah, almost I don't know. 2 years older than your oldest, so it's like we're a little bit ahead of that.
You know what else that you gave the advice on? Was the little MP3 players? They just arrived to our house. Mm-hmm. So we're going on this trip to spring break, and we don't want to take their iPads because they're huge, and like we're not checking luggage, so we need to, downsize things. And I remembered that you guys said you were doing that, and they're little MP3 players on Amazon that were not that expensive.
It's like a no-name brand.
Yeah, and you can download music.
Like iPhones.
Yeah,
but they don't have Messenger.
Right.
You can connect to the internet, but you don't have to.
I want to somehow make sure they can't watch YouTube or video on it, and they can only listen to music on the plane with a book or watch a movie on the plane on the seats. I don't think we need.
There's also the Kindle app on it too,
and download books on it.
My kids haven't used yet, but I feel like they could.
Yeah, our kids have used it here and there, so I think we can probably take advantage of that. But anyway, they're still going to watch a movie on the plane. But when we traveled, when we were little, like I had a Walkman and a book,
right? And I would always go get like the word searches or like the crossword puzzles or those. I don't know. Those little,
in the airport
activity books
and the little coloring, like the things that not a water pen, but. Yeah, the little activity.
Yeah, I know. I think I know what you're talking about.
Like the clear pens that change the color.
Yes, change the colors. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So maybe we'll get some of those in the airport also, like we did. I just want them to have an authentic experience. And I might really hate myself for this when we are on the plane and someone's crying.
I know, you said that, and I was like, oh, wow.
I know.
That's a big move.
I don't know, but
hopefully the planes actually have the TVs.
I know.
Sometimes
we're flying JetBlue.
Oh, good.
So I know if they're broken, I will switch with them.
Yeah.
Or we'll make it work if theirs are broken. But we're on JetBlue. So
good.
So I think, we'll see how this, I'll report back on how this goes. But I just want to try that.
Well, you can download. JJ's very into music too, and he figured out you can download the music, the Spotify playlist.
Oh, yes.
So you can listen to it offline.
Yes. So we have to make sure to do that before we go.
Yeah.
Before we take off, obviously.
Good. Yeah. He's been doing that a lot.
Yeah. Good. So anyway, you always have good little tips like that and ideas for the kids.
Thanks.
So yeah. Anyway, it's good, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, so we had a crazy week last week after we recorded our podcast on travel.
Oh my gosh.
And it's funny, this topic of children being sick and like,
it's a never ending topic.
It's a never ending topic. And this season, our family has gotten hit especially hard. Mm-hmm. And I think about this a lot because, I share a lot on Instagram, right? I share styling and Dudley Stevens, and I feel like I am present on Instagram and I share a lot. But when it comes to a sick child, I just got so paralyzed. And I wasn't sharing and I wasn't on Instagram because, you're focused on your kids so much when they're not feeling well.
You have to be more present.
But then part of me, after he was better and I knew he was okay, thought maybe I should share this story because when it happened to him, I didn't know what to do. And if I could help one person that this happens to,
right,
with this situation, then that's a nice thing
it's
too.
It's a fine line. Like, do you really want to share that much about your kids?
Yeah,
at the same time,
it's a privacy thing too for them. Like, I don't know what George is going to feel like in 10 years when he's 18 or 16 and he's on social media. Like, he might not want to be. He might be a private person. Like my husband, like Graham is very private. He shares weird things on Instagram, actually.
He shares like funny memes and stuff.
Yeah, like
not
random
memes, very random.
So random, and that's good. You do you.
Yeah,
like it's funny. It makes me laugh, but I don't know if anyone else gets it. But he's private. Like account. He doesn't. Same as John. Like they're just,
I don't even know what John shares.
Yeah.
No. Every now and then he'll like repost something that I post, but
rarely, right?
Rarely,
yeah. So we don't know what our children are going to feel like with that when they're older. And so I just don't know what to share. But I was going to say it thinking about this podcast because it feels like a more intimate thing for some reason.
Right.
George had this condition after flu B where his leg muscles became paralyzed, like cramped and paralyzed. And we just spent 2 days in the hospital and a day overnight getting IV fluids.
Yeah.
And I did not know anything about this condition. It's called rhabdo, which is a short term for the longer name that I don't even know.
Some long name you can't pronounce.
Yeah, some medical name. So if your child gets flu B, and it tends to happen more to boys, but girls too. But I think it's more likely to happen to boys for some reason. Just go straight to the ER and ask for IV fluids. Like, don't even wait. We waited.
If they complain about cramping, right?
Yes.
Like, yeah.
We waited a night, and it was the worst night, and he was in so much pain, and I just felt terrible. But we went the next morning.
Broke. He was feeling good.
Yeah.
He went to school that day, right?
Yeah.
And it was the same day that we recorded the podcast.
Yes.
You thought you were in the clear.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he came home and was complaining of the cramping, right?
Yeah. And then it just progressively got worse. So, anyway, had I known anything about what this was, I would have just taken him to the doctor overnight in the middle of the night, probably because he was in pain. But, you just hope. I gave him Tylenol, and then he slept.
Who knows? Like, my kids complain about leg cramps, and it's like growing pains, or you never know.
So, and I didn't know it was related to the flu, like because he had been well for 2 days, almost 3 days. His fever had broken. So, anyway, if anybody's listening to this, tell your friends. And I feel like information is power. And I don't need to post about it in real time on Instagram, but after the fact, it's like nice to be able to say, here's what happened. And if that happens to your kid or you, like, just go straight to the ER.
Yeah. Get help.
Bypass the pediatrician. Fluids. Yeah. You just need fluids. They just need to be rehydrated. So poor little guys, though.
That was tough.
I know. It felt really sad. And, you feel bad for them because they're so little, and he does have a high pain tolerance, like in general. And so you don't know how much pain they're in too. Like he was in pain at school and didn't tell his teacher. So anyway.
Yeah. That's tough.
Yeah.
Well, we were all worried about him, but he's home now.
Yeah.
Back
He's
at
home
school.
now. Yes.
Got fluids.
I know. And so then on that note, now we're kind of letting him rest more because it was, Graham and I just want to make sure he's back to health and all that, and per the doctor or whatever. But sports season is about to pick up.
Oh my gosh.
And you've mentioned that a few times, and you're in it. We're there too, but we just have one child who's like really in it. Like Elle's still young, whatever. And it's a lot, and it's that spring rush.
The spring rush. Yeah.
And it really starts in March through June when school's out.
We have like the wrap up of winter sports. So championship swim meets are this weekend and the following weekend.
Wait, so it overlaps
combined
with lacrosse.
With like lacrosse tryouts.
Yeah.
That start this weekend too.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot.
Yeah. And do you feel like you're ready? Like, how do you mentally prepare for that? That's what I need to do better.
So I am ready because I love it.
You do love it. That is so true.
I love it. I like love going to all. I wish I could go to all of them. I hate that we have two and we have to divide and conquer. I want to be there every second.
This is so funny because I know this, but like talking about it now is so eye-opening because this is the difference between you and me. That's always been the difference. And it's like you love sports and I don't.
Yeah.
Like I can't even pay attention to my kids' sports when I'm there.
Oh my gosh, when I'm there, I'm in it too.
I know. My friend Lee ran into you in Boston.
Oh yeah.
She was into it. Like about you. Yeah.
I remember I was in my chair next to another mom who's into it as well. Yeah. And we were chatting and Lee like snuck up behind me and I totally out of I like knew I was in her neighborhood too, but she's your friend. I'm totally out of contact.
You haven't seen her in like 20 years.
Oh my gosh, hi. And so I don't know. I was like in the game and then all of a sudden it was like she took me back 20 years. It was funny.
Yeah.
But
wait, so mentally, so your frustration comes with the fact that you can't go to all the games.
Yeah. I know, it's funny.
I mean, I want to go because they're my kids, but like it's a lot. Like it's a lot. And because I can't pay attention, maybe that's where I'm so bad with paying attention to sports. It's almost a mental I have like a
for
ADD
me it's like
or
fun
something.
to watch. I know, but then you have the heartbreaks when they don't win. I don't know.
I know.
And like or they have a bad play or whatever, but
yeah,
it's mostly fun.
It is fun. I mean, George is into baseball and that might be my favorite spectator sport.
Yeah. Well,
it's
and you
really
probably
fun to
know
watch.
the most about baseball, I would think.
Yeah.
Just from our
history.
history.
And I do, I mean, I am exaggerating a little bit. Like I will pay attention, but it's not, I get distracted. I'll chat. Like I don't know. It's not.
Well, and I also love the weather changing and like.
Yeah. It's nice time of year.
Glimpses of spring.
Yeah. So true. But That's so funny. You really do love it.
You're like, are you ready for it? I'm like,
I can't wait.
I was thinking about this past weekend, and
can't wait.
Granted, I was dealing with a cold and a little bit of a fever too, but we had like nothing to do this past weekend. I was like, oh, well, next weekend we start our stuff.
I know.
And I'm excited for it.
Back to back. What are you going to do when Jake is there at that age then too?
I don't know.
I mean, because he's already 4.5.
Well, he's doing little laxers.
Yeah. Oh, it's so cute. Does he like
he's
it?
Starting to get into stuff now.
Yeah.
He does. He loves it.
Do you think he's sporty? Like, does he seem like JJ and James are sporty?
He is. He loves sports. He's always has.
Yeah.
But he doesn't like being told what to do.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
So he doesn't like organize sports yet, but he's getting better with it.
It's so funny. I mean, third child, I guess. They're going to have strong personalities. Yeah. That's for sure. That's so funny. Well, anyway, it's hard to tell George not to do anything because he's so active and
so
ready
into
for that.
He's such a good athlete too.
It. Well, he's so competitive. So it's, telling almost 9-year-old kid that you need another week to rest after this sickness. He's just like begging, and he gets obsessed like I do. Mm-hmm. And when he's like, Mommy, when can I do it? When can I go back? When can I go back? When can I go back? And I'm like, we don't know yet. Like I keep telling you, like, you need to drink a lot of water still and take care of yourself. And I mean, it's a good lesson for him, I think.
It is. General. It'll make him appreciate it more too.
Right. And to like, as a little athlete, like you do have to drink water and rest and like take care of your body, as much as I think they don't really realize that sometimes. So anyway,
it's funny. That brings me like back to the whole water bottle, like how we give water bottles to our kids all the time.
Yes.
I swear to God, my kids don't even drink it.
I know. Why do we do that? We never went to school with water bottles ever. I don't remember
with
drinking
a full water bottle.
I know.
I'm like, okay.
Like we just would go to the water fountain.
Yeah.
And get a sip of water.
Well, it was always a nice break too to leave the classroom to go to the water fountain.
Right. Yes. Yes. Exactly.
Meet a friend there.
Yes. So why we're like, so
I don't know.
The parents, it's changed a lot that they go to school with a water bottle. But on that note too, what led us to kind of brainstorming what we wanted to discuss today was that sports season means Dudley season.
Yes.
And ladies on the sideline and moms. And I just
probably be sporting this same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Park Slope turtleneck. Or no, is this a Green Point? Yeah, Green Point with
Green Point. Yeah.
My best.
And I just am excited about continuing with that in our demo and what makes our brand different. Like, why would a mom want to buy a Dudley over another brand that's similar? And I don't know. I just think our stuff like goes the distance, and it comes down to like the warmth and the coziness of it, I would say.
Yeah. And the practicality, talking about how you can wash it.
Yeah, exactly.
So easy.
Yeah, I know. So that just made me think when you said, well, this weekend we have nothing and then it's crazy time. And that was when I just thought, well, that is our brand and our demo and our target market.
Literally, you can throw it on, go to the sports field at 8 a.m. and stay there all day.
Yeah.
And get lunch, whatever it is. I don't know.
Exactly. And I think what makes us unique is that you can do all that on a Saturday and wear it all day. And then you can, next week wear it to the office with a skirt. Like it for some reason, our stuff just does both. Mm-hmm. And it's so wonderful. So I love thinking about that and talking about it and talking about what makes a brand. And I think that's what we wanted to chat about today too. Because that I remember what I wanted to say, that there's no specific end use.
Yes.
That is our brand. Mm-hmm. And that's even an even deeper thing that we talk about with our brand and our product. Like the top you're wearing and this turtleneck that I'm wearing, I could wear it with black pants or I could wear it to a workout class, over my leggings. So I don't know. I just think that there's no specific end use. It's not athleisure. It's not athletic.
It goes the distance.
Yeah, it goes the distance. It's not too fancy, and it's durable. So, and because our brand is what it is, it's able to do all those things. We haven't narrowed ourselves down to.
Well, I think we mentioned this with travel and packing too. Like you said, it goes with so many different things.
Yes, exactly.
Right? So it's good for traveling. It's good for the office.
Yeah.
It's good. You can mix and match it with whatever your vibe is that day. You can wear it.
And so like our Uptown blazer that I wore yesterday in cream velo fleece. So it's like a fleece blazer, which I feel like we need to talk about, mention that more.
I love the fleece blazers. I find myself gravitating to them
a lot,
more
especially
than
in the spring.
Any of our other styles.
Yeah, you do wear them a lot. You wore the navy one last week, I think.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to wear that on the plane probably down to St. Bart's. And the best thing about that, it's cream and you can wear it like chicly over your shoulders over a floral dress if it's chilly at night on vacation, but wear it on the plane as a coat, and I don't know. And then it's machine washable. So
best part.
It's cream, but if you spill something on the plane or your child does or whatever, just wash it when you get down there. I don't know. So it's just so versatile.
Easy.
Simple. And easy. Yes.
Simplify.
Simplifying everything.
Exactly.
So anyway, I think that there's no specific end use to our products is what is so exciting about continuing with our brand in this year and like what we have in store for the rest of this year.
Yeah.
And making it fancy, but then also casual and sporty too, which I guess like makes sense because you're the sporty one. I mean, I don't know.
That's
I
why
wouldn't call myself fancy,
works.
but yeah.
Well, you're more trendy and you
a
like
little
to
bit.
dress it up more.
Right.
You dress up
like a little
quite
more.
a bit.
Yeah. But I think that maybe that's how we got there was like the sporty and the more dressy personalities.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Your love for a sideline.
Your
love for a good sideline.
Or the pool.
or a sideline of the pool.
I'm going to be in a hot pool this weekend.
Oh my, yeah. You're doing it. You're doing it all over again. That's what we did our whole lives. Anyway, so I'm excited about what we have.
Oh, I will say, I'm sorry. I just talked about the hot pool, but the waffle does well in a hot
Oh,
pool.
there you go.
Because it's still cold outside. You need a sweatshirt, but you're not overheating in the hot pool.
Yeah.
Waffle
for a hot pool. Love it. And all spring and summer too, because it's like the same climate.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, and on that note too,
that point.
yeah, like I was thinking about what has sold out this year so far. Our Ingrid pullover, which is our collared, like oversized kind of sweatshirt in stripe, sold probably the fastest, if any, style that we've had this year so far, right? Or maybe the boardwalk.
The boardwalk sold pretty well, and the pink scallop.
Oh, the
blush,
the pink first blush Park Slope. Yeah. So we just placed an order for the Ingrid in the scallop print because we had leftover fabric of that. So that's exciting. So that'll be here in May or June, I guess.
We asked for April, but
I know and got laughed at.
Yeah,
because it's basically March. But speaking of brand, I think that checks both boxes of, dressy on the plane if you want to wear it with white jeans or casual over leggings. Like it really does both. And when we nail that, our customer, it resonates.
I think I'm going to go buy the navy one.
Yeah. It's also great too.
Yeah.
It feels a little more casual in navy, but it's really cute.
Good for the sidelines.
Great for the sidelines. So good for the sidelines. Maybe we should do an email that's like sideline style for the spring sports moms.
Yes, Kelly. Mark it down.
We'll make sure to let the team know that. Anyway, I think that we have so many more things coming out that are sideline friendly for the moms.
We need our copywriter to help us out with that.
Yeah. Does it sound good? I don't know.
Sideline social.
Oh, so good. Sideline social.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah. Anyway, so this has been fun. Is there anything else?
This was our improv episode. Thanks for
this is our improv. Well,
hanging with us.
Hopefully we will reschedule our guest, and we have few ideas of other guests and everything, but this is really fun.
Yeah.
Hope we can continue with our two sisters in business. It's
we
exciting.
Will.
Yeah.
We will. We're getting some good traction, guys. So keep listening and subscribing. And
I know.
It's been so much fun.
Downloading. Well, you don't have to download it to listen. Like they measured in downloads, but you just have to listen. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't get that. I don't know. Anyway, okay. Well, thank you guys so much. Shop our drop tomorrow of our Somerset sweatshirts. They'll be priced very well to scoop up multiple if you want. And the anniversary tote, which is so cute and probably the only time we'll make that tote for 10-year anniversary. Yes. So Get it now. Get it now.
All supplies last.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks.
Thanks everyone. Everybody. Talk soon.